Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? But what is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye? 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy?
Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned?
The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago.
Order! 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 This is unbelievable. It's true then. The loveliest rose...
Miss Faye, that's not fair. You cannot slander my witness with an unrelated case.
I, Winston Payne, will not allow it.
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me. Go right ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see.
Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I just got to stay on the offensive.
Well done, Mia. Ooh, you really lit the fire in my heart. In my buttocks. My sweet lemon buttocks.
Okay, can you stop talking about your lemon cheeks / buttocks, please?
I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids.
Alright, just keep going. Just keep going strong with the offensive here. The poisoning.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I let my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. See, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
So that's what happened here 8 months ago.
However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne. But I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
What the? Why does the defense suddenly feel stronger?
Mia. You're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence. Absolutely smashing.
Yep. It didn't take long for Mia to transition from worrisome to overconfident Mia that I know.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. What were you talking about with the defense attorney? Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
According to the report, you are being interviewed regarding another case.
The lawyer that was killed, he said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in. About an incident I was caught up in when I was younger. Why don't you tell us all about that incident?
That has absolutely nothing at all to do with this case.
Objection sustained. The defense's question is stricken from the record.
You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne? Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign.
Don't worry, Dolly. I'll protect you.
You heard of it. Now that is true love, young lady.
Yeah.
Oh, Feeny, please.
Ah!
Those two really are making me ill. Albeit for decidedly different reasons.
Yeah, it's getting there. It is definitely getting there.
I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened.
How long were you gone?
I've already answered all these questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes.
And where were you during that stretch of time? Using the toilet? What are you saying, Miss Faye? Toilet? My perfect little dolly doesn't poop. You heard it, Defender, Miss Faye. Better luck next time.
Oh, Feeny, please.
The police have already looked into this whole matter. This line of questioning is nothing but a waste of the court's time. Objection sustained. Miss Hawthorne, please continue with your testimony. Not even I'm that obsessive with the girls that I love. I mean, this is just... Ugh, this is just way too much.
From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons.
About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Well, let me see. My bottle of eye drop says it's 1/2 fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons.
So it's about 2/3 of that amount, huh? The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison.
A special kind of poison? How so?
Well, I heard that it's almost impossible to detect.
Oh? And where would something like that come from?
Sorry. All I know is what I overheard the policeman say. All I know is what I overheard the policeman saying. They said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it.
Chemical processes? Well, whoa, that's quite... impressive. Most impressive. Is it really? I mean, in the eyes of the judge and the police, in the first place, that's very impressive. Chemical processes, yeah, you see that often in the police work.
The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that?
Indeed. And how they managed to get that poison in without anyone noticing. Like, they used some sort of bottle in which to put the poison. A bottle that was clearly visible and yet nobody would suspect it.
So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
And that's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison?
I think that's a good enough reason, my Faye.
She's right. And I think we've all had enough of Miss Faye's questions.
So in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison.
Then all we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Great. Now just how did the little student get a hold of poison, of all things? Well, there is one place I can think of where she could have gotten the poison from. Or more specifically, from who? Which is... Duck Swallow! Hey, congratulations, ex-boyfriend! You have been used!
Objection!
You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you. What? In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab.
Boyfriend? You mean the victim Doug Swallow?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
Yep. He is working with lots of chemicals, like daily. He was pretty good at it, I bet. So, Dahlia could have easily got access to some kind of poison, like special poison that can kill people.
Pharmacology? His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then, it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You! No!
Order! 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 Could it be?
That's nothing but a basic... May I say something, Madame Faye? What is it, Miss Hawthorne? All the poisoning in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container.
Oh yes, that's true.
That is indeed true, yes. I was fresh immediately after the incident took place. Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down. But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? That is true. She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small. Excuse me, madame, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof.
Yeah, that's true. We do need to show some proof. Which couldn't be more obvious than how much of a deceptive young woman you are, Miss Hawthorne.
Proof?
She got me good with that. Okay, come on, Mia. You should know by this point. Provide some evidence or I'll help to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye.
Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead.
Police conducted a full-body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse. And yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred.
If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder, then where is the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it? Yep. It is right here, Your Honor. A small bottle necklace, which could easily contain the poison. What happened to it? He gave it to someone in particular.
You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that he knew wouldn't be searched.
But who is this person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
It really does make you question why on earth she would give this to a person he just met that day, saying that it is out of love. But it very well can be to hide the evidence.
So the defendant was this witness's accomplice? Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present. What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye? the law system, I swear.
The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here?
No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount. No!
Order! Order in the court!
Objection!
On behalf of Dolly, I object!
Nick, you aren't even the defense attorney. You cannot just yell objection like that.
Unless you are used to yelling objection even before becoming a defense attorney. It is your catchphrase. Maybe ever since you were a kid. You can't believe that the first word he ever uttered as a baby was
Objection!
Mr. Wright, control yourself!
You aren't even the defense attorney yet.
I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her?
Why?
Because I'm madly in love with her.
Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway?
I mean, Jesus.
Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too. Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating me is... well...
simply because... okay... I cannot even do it as a joke, because... we're gonna say it's because of the necklace.
Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck.
My necklace?
Back there, in the waiting room, you said it yourself.
Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me.
Please give it back now.
What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that.
For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of a crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back.
You're lying.
But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met.
Yeah. And it's because you never gave it back to her that she kept being around you. She kept asking you to give it back to her, but you just left it off and kept it with you anyway. She doesn't care about you. She only cares about that necklace.
That's why she...
I don't believe you.
No! That's a lie!
You alright? Oh, defendant! He's getting away! Better! Hurry! After him!
Mia, are you alright? Yes, I think so.
Jesus Christ, man. Never have I seen Nick go apeshit like that ever since that incident at the very big circus with the monkey. And Jesus, he is a natural when it comes to acting like a monkey.
Boy, he went completely insane.
Where's Mr. Wright?
It looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough.
Thank goodness. Oh no!
What is it?
The bottle necklace. Miss Alphonse's present. It's gone.
What? That's terrible!
Oh god, don't tell me that he actually took it from you. Oh god, no. Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me.
Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in places are we supposed to do now? Oh, my hemorrhoids!
Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Man. To think that you've acted in contempt of court before becoming a defense attorney. What a history you have, Nick. What a history you have. I'm afraid that your apology is not enough. Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace?
Forgive me. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just give back the necklace.
I ate it.
You cannot be serious. Should we bring in the metal detector to see if he's lying? You what? You who said what?
You ate it?
It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first. But yeah.
What the?
Well, what is he doing now? Your Honor, you got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you saw may have had some poison left in it.